Good afternoon and happy Easter for those of you that celebrate Easter. I personally do not. It does not match up with the timeline of the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ, but that's another thing for another time.
Neither here nor there, to each their own.
Yep.
But
Alright.
welcome back to another week of Gits and Shiggels. The digression of Gits and Shiggels.
I'm your co-host Robin.
And I'm also a co-host, Garrett.
So, today we're delving back into our conversation starters. This week we have chosen deep conversation starters.
Deep. Like the ocean.
So, but speaking of deep like the ocean, I'm going to throw this one out here for you, Garrett.
Okay.
Did you see all the stuff on the the new space launch with the girls?
Oh, I don't
Katy
even know if you
Perry?
want to get me started on that.
Do you think it was real?
I don't think any of it was real.
I don't think we can go past the firmament.
Honestly,
But
the recording of the rocket going up, I think, was CG. And there was footage that's been bouncing around of the when Bezos goes to open the pod, the girls accidentally open it from the inside early. You can see the little PAs running over trying to get them to close it. And when Bezos walks up with the tool, he just barely touches it and the door just falls open, basically.
Right. Yeah, it's just too...
And they're claiming that they're the first female astronauts, and that's total BS.
Yeah, what about the lady that was just stuck up there, quote-unquote, stuck up there for months with that dude? How can they be the first female?
The Boeing.
Yeah, the
exactly.
Boeing.
Well, wasn't the first female astronaut actually a cosmonaut from Russia?
I think so, yeah.
Back when the space race was in its infancy?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right there. I mean, I don't know the facts on that, so don't. But nonetheless, I mean, how can they get past the firmament? So, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, it's just the footage is so unreal.
It really is.
And then let's not even get into the phallus shape of the rocket.
Oh, that was just Jeff Bezos entirely.
Right? Oh my goodness. But I have actually been down there in Florida. I guess this one was sent up from New Mexico, right? But I was down in Florida at Cape Kennedy. Is that where it is? The Kennedy base?
Kennedy or Canaveral?
Canaveral, Cape Canaveral. Thank you. Good Lord, my brain does not work. At Cape Canaveral, when they launched one, I was on a cruise ship. Just a little day cruise, little tiny, not a big one, little tiny cruise ship when they launched, and I have footage of it launching. And you would think that if it was going into space, it would go straight up, but it doesn't. It curves.
Planet's spinning.
It curves.
Yeah, like how airplanes fly, Robin.
It just kept curving.
Airplanes curve when they fly.
Yeah.
They don't fly straight.
But what I'm
Boats,
saying...
when they go across the ocean, they don't go straight, they go curve.
Well...
There's...
Okay, we won't get into the flat earth, round earth thing. But what I'm saying is if they can make it past the firmament, wouldn't it just keep going straight up if it's going outside of the atmosphere? It wouldn't have to worry about the curvature of the
They're
earth.
fighting against gravity.
It wouldn't have to worry about that, though. It'd still have to go straight up.
How far do you think gravity extends?
Well...
The moon's in orbit, right?
It would have to get past. I mean, it would have to use the. That's what the rockets and stuff are for on it.
The moon landing's fake.
Yeah.
I mean, entirely.
It
could be both.
In my opinion, 100%. Why
I
haven't
think
we gone
they
back?
hired Stanley Kubrick to do it. Kubrick, is that his? I think that's how you pronounce his last
I
name.
think so.
And he just found it was too difficult to film on a Hollywood set. He had to do it on location.
It's just the set's too difficult.
Honestly,
it's
all
too
of that was
expensive.
before my time. I wasn't even alive.
But even if it wasn't, how come we haven't been back? How can that? We have more technology now than we had then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how can we have not been back? It's been how many years?
What was the deep question you asked me?
Oh, if you believe that this new
The SpaceX launch was real or not? Or not the SpaceX, the Boeing, or not Boeing.
No,
Bezos.
Bezos launch was real or not?
Yeah. It was a whole PR storm.
I think it was.
You think it was real?
No, I think it was a PR storm.
Okay. PR stunt. Stunt.
Whatever you want to
They
call
sent
it.
a bunch of women with no talents other than singing and looking good.
Right. Yeah, because they honestly sent a beautiful crew.
But that was it. They were pretty.
Yeah. In the standardized version of pretty.
Where's the thought between them?
Right. I mean, because what training does Katy Perry have to be an astronaut? Where was her training? I mean, really? They just send anybody into space now?
She got her gymnastics during college.
I guess. But I was just, just thoughts on that. It was just, I think it was a total BS.
Somebody watching.
Who is watching?
I don't know. But hello.
Hello to our viewer. How are you on this fine day? Let me see. Whoops. I pulled up the wrong app here. Guess I don't know how to tell who you are.
Oh, it's our Calvin. He says he's good.
Oh, okay.
We just name drop him like that. Our bad. My bad.
Well, it shows his name anyways.
No, it shows his username.
Oh.
It's Recalled Mayhem. Or
Oh.
Recalled Steam.
Alright.
Enjoying that game more, or have you touched it anymore since last night?
So, you can give them a little update on what y'all are talking about there.
Oh, I'm not, for anyone wondering, I was asking my buddy if he was playing any more of Schedule 1. We were playing that last night. It's not exactly a PG rated game,
Oh, there we go. Now I can see it.
being the name is Schedule 1. I went to bed after we got off. I don't blame you. It was late. What, like 3 in the morning? Last thing we did was beat each other to death and then got off. That game is a mess.
So, Calvin, we're talking about the...
Jeff Bezos' rocket launch and if it was real or not.
What's your opinion? Do you think it was real?
You think it was real?
Or do you think it was just a big PR stunt? Fake as fake gets. How can you see
Right here.
who's...
It says concurrent. He says fake.
Yeah.
That's what we think
Fake.
too.
Fake. See, I can't tell who's viewing.
I don't know who is. I just know that there are. Unless they chat with us.
So, hello to our second viewer.
Most interaction we've had since we started.
Right?
And if you're wondering why we're not putting a puzzle together, I thought this would be better as a background instead of watching me put a puzzle terribly together.
But if you prefer the puzzle,
I'll pull the puzzle right back out. You can keep watching me fight with it.
Let us know in the comments if you prefer the puzzle or if you want a different game altogether. Let us know. Or if you just want to watch the astronaut struggle in the sea of whatever.
Astronaut in the ocean.
Is that the ocean?
It's supposed to be like a galaxy.
A galaxy.
Like he's in the galaxy.
Galaxy.
Oh, galaxy.
Play on words. Okay, so today we were diving in to
deep questions.
And I think I lost my questionnaire.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because I was going back and forth, and I did. But that's okay. I'll pull it back up here.
You got it.
Give me a minute. So it was the. Let me see. Oh, that was the wrong one.
Oh, apparently my dad's been hearing rumors about us getting a new stimulus. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, we're supposed to. I don't know.
Think Daddy Trump's gonna give us more money?
We're supposed to get a new stimulus. Oh no, I've lost my questionnaire.
We're Reggie.
Oh no. Oh, I found it.
Oh, you found it.
I found our questionnaire.
Yay!
I found it. Okay.
Have you tried these?
No, I have not tried those.
They are not what I thought they were.
No?
I thought they were going to be like caramely on the outside with a little creamy on the inside. No, they're like Cheeto Puffs but carameled.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So, they say these are supposed to be deep conversation starters.
But how deep?
But how deep? How deep? But I don't think, some of these I think you can answer in like one sentence and they're not really that deep. So,
bang them out real quick.
Bang them out. You watch the chat though.
I will.
Okay. So, who is your biggest role model?
Role model?
Role model.
I don't have a role model. I don't model myself after anyone.
I think, no, see, I do. I think for me, it was my grandmother, Grandma Lenore. Because she was very wise. She was very, very giving, very loving. And she worked hard. She provided for her family. She always took care of her family no matter what. I mean...
Yeah, she did.
She was just very, 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 very family oriented. And...
Calvin says his is Christopher.
Christopher is Garrett's dad.
He's my father.
Right?
I don't blame you. That's a good choice.
So I think that would be who mine is. She's a good Christian woman, very faith-based.
Yeah.
She just her life was dedicated to her family, to her faith. She brought us up right, taught us right, and therefore we taught our kids right.
Yeah.
We brought you guys up right. I work hard. I love my family. I do anything for them, and in return, and I have a good faith-based heart. And you know, my number one is God. My number two is my family. And I installed that, therefore, into like you, and so on and so forth. So I would say grandma. Grandma is my role model. If I ever had to strive to be another person, it would be her.
It's a great choice.
Okay. What is your best memory from your childhood?
It's tough because I had a pretty good one. A lot of our youth group trips were great.
Oh, we always had great youth group
Oh,
trips.
yeah.
Loved them. Loved being a youth pastor. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I miss being a youth pastor.
Oh no, I think one of my favorite moments from my childhood is when we went on vacation to, it wasn't exactly going to Vegas, but we were in Vegas, remember?
Right.
And it was Ellie's, my dad, and I in the Hotel Riviera going through the casino floor trying to get to the arcade. And the only way to get into the arcade from the casino floor was up 2 steps or using this little elevator thing for the scooters. And my dad at the time had to use a scooter. So he went onto this little elevator lift. And it didn't pick him up more than like 3 feet just to the next stepping floor to get to the arcade. And whoever designed this elevator put 3 switches on it for going up and down. Because there was one on each side of it and one right in the middle for the person riding it. And both Elise and I were on one side of it, opposite sides, pushing the buttons, trying to get it to work. And my dad is just in the middle screaming at us, trying to get us to quit. We were dying. That is one of my favorite childhood memories.
You know, one of my favorite is, or one of my worst is that trip too, I guess. It's favorite and worst because it was funny and not funny at the same time. Was crossing the Vegas Strip with you kids.
Yeah.
And somehow...
That glass bridge.
No. You and Elias and your dad had made it completely across the strip at the light. And Clay and I got stuck in the middle of the strip.
Yeah, you were on the median. You had to wait for traffic.
Yes, we had to wait for the light to change again. Somehow we had got stuck at the median. And you 3 got across. And you 3 were just laughing at us. Yeah. And we were stuck. I mean, other people were stuck with us. But we were stuck at that in the median. In the middle of the Vegas Strip. Waiting for it to change again to get back across the street from the Circus to the Riviera. It was so funny. I don't know if you guys can pick up the sound, but people are upstairs walking around. It's so funny. But so one of my childhood memories, greatest memories. So I grew up on a farm, and us kids were just turned loose outside during the summer all the time. Well, we weren't turned loose. We were basically locked out of the house. We weren't allowed in during the summer. So we would make forts out of everything. I mean, if we could turn it into a fort, we would. And I think that was one of my best childhood memories, was just making forts with my siblings. And I'm telling you, we would turn everything into a fort. We had so many forts. It wasn't funny, but everything was turned into a fort. Everything. If we could make a fort out of it, we made a fort out of it. And I think that is one of my best childhood memories.
Good one.
Right? Okay, the next question. Where do you want to be in 10 years?
Alive? I don't know. Is doing well for myself, bills paid, mouths fed, house clothed. Pretty simple things, I guess. I don't know.
I think in 10 years, my goal is hopefully less than 10 years. I am wanting it as soon as possible. But financially, I don't know. I'd like to be in the next year if possible, but I would like to have my own truck and travel trailer and just be schmoozing around the country.
That's what my dad wants to do.
And living the van life type thing and just go where the sun is, basically. Stay out of the cold. That's what I want to do, and I'd like to do it sooner than later. So hopefully in 10 years I'm well set into my travel life, and
right, you're already like 5 years into it.
Yeah, or better.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to be 8 years into it,
There
but that is my goal.
Calvin says for him it's having the food truck up and operating. Yeah.
Right. I hope your 10-year goal is like mine, that
it's already going.
Right? That maybe it's already going by 9 years.
Yeah.
By then, like, it's fully established. Maybe you got a second food truck by then.
Right.
That will be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Speaking of which, Calvin, did you find a lime juicer yesterday?
You were looking for a lime juicer?
Yes. He was trying to buy a lime juicer.
Dollar General sells lime juicers.
Because he was working on a recipe.
Like, that's where my wife and I bought ours. Our lime juicer. We bought it at Dollar General. So I wanted Long Island iced tea. We needed a lime juicer.
Well,
just a simple little squeeze handle style.
He called me, and I guess Erica got there just in time to go to work, and she was able to help him, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I was wanting to know if he found his lime juicer.
I know he called my dad, I think yesterday, asking about it. My dad was like, "Oh, you just cut it open and squeeze it like a man."
That's kind of what I told him. I was like, yeah, my hands.
Yeah.
But
he needed the zest or something.
Yeah. But even at that, I use a steak knife and. But I think I have a zester at home. Well, Patty had a zester.
I mean, a zester basically is just shaving off the rind a little bit.
Oh, I went to Martell's and got one of Grandma. I didn't even think Grandma stuff. Yeah, Grandma.
Oh,
always,
that makes sense, actually.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Grandma to the rescue. She's been gone for a few years now, and
she's still helping
to
out.
The rescue. Still helping out. Awesome. Okay, next question. What is your definition of success? This is a good question. What is your definition of success?
Well, kind of like my last answer to the previous question, I don't owe any bills. Everything's paid for. We got running vehicles, food in the house, home over our head, maybe own my own house. That'd be nice.
Mine is similar. I don't need fame or fortune.
Be self-sufficient.
That's it. I want to be self-sufficient. I don't want to rely on anybody. I don't care about owning my own home. I'll pay rent, whatever.
I mean, at this point in this economy, it's cheaper.
Well, if I don't... I have this theory about paying rent. If I don't own my place, for me personally, I don't need to own land, because nonetheless, you're just renting your land you own. Because
basically.
You still have to pay taxes on it.
Yep, property taxes, land taxes.
Yeah, and
that's... Well,
you never truly own it. You're still always going to pay taxes on it and everything else. And if you own a home, you have to pay all the repairs. Something blows up, something happens, you got to fix it.
That's true.
But if you rent your home, your landlord has to fix it. Your landlord has to pay the taxes. And you're going to pay a mortgage for 30 years.
Yep.
So
that's true.
And at my age, 30 years from now, I'm going to be in the nursing home.
That's how you scam the bank.
Right? I might as well just rent for 30 years. But I just want to. I think being nice. I think just being self-sufficient is success. Where I don't have to rely on anybody else for help. That me being able to pay all my bills, or my husband and I should say, because we are a full team, 50-50, can pay all of our bills and put a roof over our heads, feed ourselves, feed our pets, because we don't have, our children are adults, we don't have any young children, so our fur babies are the only babies we have. So we can feed ourselves, feed our animals, put a roof over our heads, pay our bills on time every month, take care of all of our needs.
And maybe have a little left over to dig around with.
Yeah, and then have some of our wants. Like my husband is building a Star Wars room for all of his memorabilia, and he's got some amazing memorabilia. And like, I'm a nerd about computers, and like, I have me a nice laptop and a nice computer for my business, and I have a tablet and stuff that I watch TV on and whatnot. I mean, I have my wants. Yeah, we're successful. We may not drive nice cars, but we drive running cars.
They run. Sometimes
barely. Sometimes, they're hanging on by a thread, but they run. God has blessed us.
Yeah.
So to me, that is success. And hello to our new listener.
No, we lost one.
Oh, we lost one, but we gained one?
No, we still have Calvin.
Oh. But that to me is success. Okay.
I can agree with that.
What is your personal motto? What's a motto with you?
Treat others as how you would be treated, I guess.
Do you want to tell us?
Yeah, that's a good motto. One of my favorites, though, would be even a fish wouldn't get caught if it kept its mouth shut.
Right, and that is something Grandma always said to us.
I live by that.
Always said to us, and I am guilty of that because I like to spill the tea. I like to hear the tea. I am a nosy person. Nosy. I like to know, and I'll be the first to admit that I'm nosy, and I'll flat out tell you. Like, I'll be like, well, what did they say? I'm nosy. I want to know what's going on. I'm nosy. I want to know. I want to know the information. But I am very nosy. If something's going on, I want to know about it. I don't even care. Like, I like to open packages. I don't even care what's in them.
She just wants to commit the fraud to do the fraud.
Right? You can have whatever is in the box.
Just give her Christmas presents with nothing in them.
I just want to open the box. I just want to know what's inside. Let me open your Christmas present. You can have the present. I just want the joy of opening it. I just want to know. I'm nosy. I just want to open it.
Can't take her to any Chuck E. Cheese where kids have a birthday party?
No, because I'm going to open all their presents. Not really. I would never do that. My boss lets me open her packages, though. I like that. It makes me happy. My mom lets me open her packages, too.
Yeah.
It makes me happy. It does. But... so a personal motto for me, though, I would say to be something I've always preached to. If God is love and we're to be godlike, then we are to be love. So be love in everything you do. So that means in every word that comes out of your mouth, every action. If you're angrily doing the dishes, you're not being love. Do the dishes out of love. Do your laundry out of love. Go to work out of love. Remember the love behind why you're going to work. You're not going to work, oh, I have to go to work to pay my bills. No, I'm going to work to keep my family going. I love my family. I'm doing the dishes because I love my wife or husband, and so they don't have to do them and they don't have to see the mess. I'm doing my laundry because I love my family and I need to clean clothes to go to work and I love them. I'm doing my family's laundry because I love them. Find the love behind everything you do. Do it out of love to be godlike. If God is love and we're to be godlike, be love.
I don't know. I've had some pretty angry poops.
Find the love in your poop. No,
I don't think kidding. I can.
Okay. What one day would you choose to live over in your life? Oh, I know this day.
I'm good. The amalgamations of my previous mistakes and triumphs have made me current.
Who you are today.
Yep.
I think I have to agree with that.
If I went back and changed anything, I wouldn't be me.
That's true. There's only one day I would live over in my life. So the Christmas right before my sister died, she died in the beginning of January. And the Christmas right before my sister died, I chose not to go be with her at all. Even after I had had Christmas dinner with my husband and his niece, I still chose to stay home. I was very upset. I kept crying and I chose not to be with her, and something just kept drawing me to her and telling me to go be with her. That is the only day I would change. I would have still had the Christmas dinner with my husband and his niece and everything, but I still would have went to her afterwards and spent that time with her. That is the only day I would change in my life. That is it. Everything else, as much as I complain about the TV show and doing my 600-pound life, I still would have done it because it changed part of me and who I am and how I see things differently. But that is the only day I would have changed. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. What advice would you give to your 18-year-old self? Is there any advice you would give to your 18-year-old self?
I don't know, what year was that? That 2016, 2017?
Somewhere for you, yeah.
Yeah.
My 18-year-old self, it was, 96?
Invest.
Oh, right, invest.
Because that was right before the 2008 housing market crash, the bubble pop.
Mine was 96, so...
Yeah.
I actually would tell my 18-year-old self that don't worry, you are stronger than what you think you are.
I probably wouldn't even listen to myself.
If I seen Calvin's popping something up there. Let's see.
Start saving money now for the future. Yeah.
That is good advice. All of that is good advice. Invest, start saving money now. Man, if I would have started saving at 18, that just tells everybody how old I am. If I was 18 in 96.
It happens.
Jeepers creepers. Okay. Is there a lesson that you've had to learn the hard way? Well, is there a lesson that I haven't had to learn the hard way?
I mean, isn't that life?
Right. I mean, some people actually listen when you tell them stuff. But you can tell them, like, no, the stove is hot, don't touch it.
Yeah.
But some people are like me and stubborn, be like, what? It's
Well,
hot? Oh, it
it's
is
hot,
hot.
stupid.
Let me, like, burn myself.
Yep.
But, so I think every lesson I've ever learned, I've had to learn the hard way, but it's just because I'm stubborn and bullheaded, and I get that from the Rogers family. That is just our way, man. It is just born and bred into us. We are stubborn. We are bullheaded. Even if we're wrong, we're gonna fight until the death over being wrong, and then we're gonna be like, "Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." But we are so stubborn and bullheaded. I think we have to learn every lesson the hard way.
Yeah.
And I think even you as a kid, you were like that too. You were like,
I learned about how bad the legal system really is.
Right? The hard way.
The hard way.
It was never no, don't do that. It was, well, I told you, son.
Mm-hmm.
I told you. I warned you. And you're like, oh, well, you know.
Yep.
So, I think every lesson in life has been learned the hard way.
Yeah. Wrap it.
Okay, what did you want to be when you grew up? I can tell you this.
Oh, you can tell me what I wanted to be when I grew up?
Yes.
What did I want to be?
I remember when you were a teenager, you wanted to be a professional gamer.
Yeah.
Well, young, preteen, early teen. You wanted to be
every
a gamer.
Kid infatuated with video games wanted to be a gamer.
You wanted to be a professional gamer and be on YouTube and live stream and get paid to play games and make games.
Be a content creator.
Yep, that is what you wanted to do.
Yep.
I, on the other hand, wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be an accountant. I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to be so many things, and I accomplished quite a bit of that too. I got a law degree. I got my teaching degree. I never actually taught school, but I did. I was a preacher, so
that's
that
still
counts.
teaching.
It's still teaching.
I have to take a bathroom break real quick, folks. I'll be right back.
So you're gonna be stuck with just me for a few minutes.
Yep.
Can you get around there?
Oh,
Go that way.
Yep.
Okay. So, I did get my accounting degree, and which I currently just use to do taxes every year and have to reissue my tax license every year and all that. And, well, kind of redo the test in a year. Then I pursued a criminal justice degree after that, and I've used that quite a bit. And then I pursued my master's in teaching after that. So, and then I also pursued my LPN. So I really did kind of do everything I wanted to do when I was a kid. I just kept going back to school and back to school and back to school. As a kid, I never liked school, but that was because I had a lot of bullies. I was not only the fat kid in school, I was twice the size of every other kid, but I was also a foot taller than the tallest boy. So I was fat and I was tall girl, and boy howdy did I get bullied. Plus I was poor, and that was just not a good combination. So I got bullied by the rich kids for being poor, and bullied for being fat, bullied for being taller than the boys. And it took till junior high until some of the boys kind of caught up with me, not quite. in high school before I think one or two of them actually got taller than me, but I stand over 6 foot tall, so they really, not all of them got taller than me, but one or two of them did. And then until the past couple of years that I finally slimmed down and got slimmer than a lot of some of my bullies, not all of them. I got slimmer then, and they pooched out, so I would say, all in all, success. Childhood success. So if the childhood me could see me now, they'd be like, okay, it's all good. It's all good. Kind of feels weird to be here by myself without Garrett to banter off of. Shall I go on to the next question here? Let me see. It says, what is your best quality? I would say my best quality is also my worst quality, is my kindness. I have the tendency to not tell people no when I should, and I will literally work myself to death taking care of other people and helping other people and doing for other people, and not taking care of myself when I need to, and not just stepping back and sitting back. And even in my home life and my social life, I tend to just keep going, and I guess not really just taking care of me, but it's also my best quality because I give my love to everybody and share part of me with everybody, and I'm very helpful, very loving, very I guess I don't know how to put it, but yeah. Calvin says curiosity. Oh, Calvin, is that just another word for nosy? No, I'm just kidding. His best quality is curiosity. Now, let's take a gander. Calvin, just between you and me, what do you think Garrett's best quality is? What is Garrett's best quality? I personally, but I know towards me that he's also like me and very giving, very loving, very helpful. But then again, I am his auntie, and that's towards me. But I'm that way towards strangers too. So, Calvin, what do you think Garrett's best quality is? I can hear him roaming around upstairs. We just have silence here waiting on Garrett to come back so he can tell us what his best quality is. Just waiting. Oh, here he comes.
Alright. Ow!
Oh.
Sorry about that, folks. I'm back.
We were talking about what our best quality is. Calvin said his was curiosity.
Quality?
Oh, he says humility. Oh.
Humility.
No, for you.
For me?
Yeah, we were taking a gander. I said my best quality was my kindness, my loveliness towards other people, always willing to help. But that's always also my worst quality too, because I tend to give too much of myself.
It's two-edged.
Yeah, and then I said I kind of see that in you too, towards me at least.
Yeah.
And I was asking Calvin what he thought yours was, and he said humility.
Humility.
The ability to be humble. You're very humble, which you are. What would you say your best quality is? I agree with Calvin.
I've got a good sense of humor.
Yes, you are. Yes, you do.
Yes, you are a humor.
Yes, you are a humor.
I am a humor.
You are a humor. Yes, you do have a very good sense of humor. Very, very good sense of humor. I agree with that.
You're the second viewer.
Yeah, I'm watching so I can keep up on the chat too.
Yeah, because you can't really read the chat from where you are.
No, I cannot. My eyes are not that good. Although I am wearing my glasses today to help me see better because my contacts, well, they were killing my eyes.
It's still a 19-inch monitor from like 6 foot away.
Right, yeah. So my eyes are not that good.
I'm not wearing binoculars.
Okay, so the next question is, what would you like to change the most about yourself if you could? And I could say, I'm going to say you can go anything, physical, emotional, financial, anything you want. What, if anything on earth, about your being?
I would say more patience. But it's usually a monkey's paw when you ask for patience, because God will give you the chance to practice it.
Yes,
and I do not like to practice my patience.
He does not give you patience. He gives you opportunities to
practice.
Be patient.
Yep. That's why I called it a monkey's paw.
Yes. But if you could change, you would say patience.
I would be, some more
Calvin
patience.
Calvin says he would be taller.
I'd be taller. Okay.
Calvin, I will trade you. I will give you my height. I will give you some of my height.
They sell bone extensions for your legs.
Do they really?
Yes.
So you
can legit get cosmetic surgery to be taller.
That would just be, you would just have longer legs, so that would be weird.
Yeah, they'd add like a couple extra inches into your legs.
You can get these little things that go in your shoes to make you taller too.
Yep, little platforms.
Little platforms that go in the heel of your shoes. That just
it's like wearing high heels.
Yeah, for men.
Yep.
That's so funny.
No, I only learned about the bone thing because of a different YouTuber I watched. They were making jokes about it. It was years ago. Because he's a short guy. He's like 5'6" or something like that. He's shorter than the rest of his friends. And they were talking about like $50,000 per leg.
Wow.
For bone extensions.
I would say, for me personally, I would change my temper. I know that I am normally pretty even-tempered, but I don't know why. I am very short-tempered with certain people, and I won't mention any names.
There's actually a reason for that. It's because there's pheromone issues, actually.
Really?
Yeah, like when two crazies meet and their crazies don't match up, there's a chemical and pheromonal exchange going on.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, like how, there's all sorts of things. Like how smell triggers memory and stuff like that. Yeah. There's been a bunch of studies, like where moms kill their infant babies and stuff because of issues like that. I'm not joking. Like, that's a serious thing. It's real.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Why do you think my mom and Grandma Candy never got along?
Well, I thought that was just a mother-in-law issue.
Well, that's part of it. But, no, like, that's a real thing. Like, some people cannot mentally handle disabled people.
And then other people, like me, do great with them.
Exactly.
Huh.
It's a real thing.
That just opened my mind to a whole new thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your crazies aren't matching up. They're fighting.
Wow.
It's like being OCD, but you're living with a hoarder.
No. But in a different light. It's not OCD.
Yeah.
I'm OCD, but not a hoarding issue, but a different issue.
Pissed off all the time.
Yeah. Oh man, I just got a whole new mind explosion going on.
It makes so much more sense now.
Yes.
That's why you're such a dick. No.
I'm not really being a dick. It's because our pheromones aren't getting along. How do we fix this?
Clone.
Right? We can't. Oh my goodness. I am having a major brain
It pushes people to kill each other sometimes. Animals do that all the time.
Wow, I am
when you touch a hamster's babies and they cannibalize it.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 I am just, my brain is just
I mean, it all ties into how Freud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why husbands choose wives that are similar to their mothers, or why women choose husbands that are similar to their fathers. There's also a chemical thing there too, a hormone and all that. I don't think Freud was right in most of his things. The dude was fucked in the head, in my opinion. I don't think Freud was right in most of his things. The dude was fucked. Because wasn't he the one that...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, I am doing my podcast live right now.
Yeah, okay.
So I will text you when I'm done.
We're popular sometimes.
Right? Sorry, guys.
Only when we're needed.
Yeah, only when we're needed, but not the rest of the time. Yeah, my vet's also texting me, which is weird on a Sunday, to confirm my cat and dog's appointments, so...
They like your animals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what are they getting done?
Well, okay, so for those of you that don't know, I have a kitty cat that has diabetes.
Oh, yeah.
And she has to get
diabetes.
We have to give her a shot every day, insulin shot. The poor baby. And so he gave us this one that after taking it, he said after we were done with the bottle, when we were almost done with the bottle, he wanted to check her A1C again because she might not need it anymore. And it's proven to cure diabetes.
Like they cured your cat diabetes?
Yeah. But the FDA won't approve it for humans, huh?
There's a reason
I wonder
for that.
Why, Big Pharma?
That's why we weren't allowed to use ivermectin. Is that what it was called for COVID?
Right.
The horse dewormer.
Right. Why FDA?
I'm baffled that Pfizer's still a company after that.
Right.
I hear their ads on the radio all the time. It angers me.
Well, and then James keeps telling me this drug that they've proven to cure cancer. Proven it.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it's called. And then I've been watching this Christian guy, too, on YouTube that's promoting it, too. And the FDA won't approve it either. Why? Because it cures cancer. Why Big Pharma? Why? Anyways.
Money.
I digress, but then again, henceforth the name of our channel. Okay, back to our list now that I've had to answer a text message and... Okay, so the next question. Oh, this one could be a double-edged sword. It depends upon who's listening. Who is the most important person to you? Like I said, that can be a double-edged sword.
That can be.
So...
A stereotypical answer, my wife and child.
Well, yeah, I mean, my husband is. But then, you know, the Bible tells us that our spouse is supposed to be.
Yep.
Our spouse is supposed to be even more important than our children. That is biblically correct. And so I know that's going to sound horrible to some people, and they're like, oh, it's not your parents and not your blah, blah, blah. No, my spouse is the most important person to me.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here with Garrett, who is like my son, but still, I'm sorry, he's gonna come after James. James is more important. He is my spouse. So I know that question seems like a double-edged sword, but
everybody has their own answer.
Facts are facts. The Bible tells us that our spouse is supposed to be, and they're supposed to be our ride or die.
Yep.
And you know what? Here's the bottom line. James and I may nitpick at each other and argue and fight or whatever. But the bottom line is, I can go tell him, oh, so-and-so did such and such to me, and you know what? He is my ride or die. He is going to jump to my defense, and he is going to be the one that's going to go and be like, what? You did what? And even if I'm in the wrong, he's going to stand beside me and be like, defend me. Even if I'm freaking wrong, and he'll find facts to prove I'm right, even if I'm wrong. But I mean, that's the one thing that I just absolutely love and adore about him, and he may drive me crazy sometimes.
The one thing, that's it.
No, I mean there's many things, but he may drive me absolutely bonkers sometimes, but he is my true ride or die. He really, really is. Alright. Next question. What are Indeed. Okay. Let's try that again. Take two. What are people surprised to learn about you?
Actually, this one's easy for me to answer. It's my heterochromia.
Oh, yeah.
Believe it or not, it is so rare that people... It's 1% in the population.
I love that you have heterochromia.
It's so common to me because it's my eyeballs. But that is like the number one thing people are surprised about. Even people that have known me for years. Because I wear glasses. They just never look past them, I guess. Like, oh, I never knew you had heterochromia.
Okay, and so for those of you that don't know, heterochromia is two different colored eyes. So Garrett has one brown eye and one blue eye.
And that's the most rare one.
Yeah, that is the most rare.
They're both dominant.
Yeah, it's usually like one blue and one green.
Or like a brown and a
hazel. Never
blue and brown.
Yeah, he has the most rare.
That's why it's 1%.
Yeah, he has the most rare of heterochromia.
My genetic children have a 50-50 chance of having it too.
Yep. So, Garrett has the most rare of the heterochromia, which is rare in itself. And yeah, he has one brown, one blue, and I've always loved that. But because he does wear glasses, it's not noticeable.
Yep.
Now, if he were to wear contacts, boom, it would stand out like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, My son dropped his water bottle or something up there.
Right? That was a loud thunk.
This floor transmits all sounds through it like that.
Sound like it's coming through the floor.
Like a thunderstorm.
What's he doing up there? He's a small child.
When I went up there, he was laying down on the couch watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that's
not the original, the newer ones.
Oh man. So
they palette swapped. I can't remember her name now.
Amy?
Amy, is that her name? The one with the yellow outfit?
Yeah, wasn't it Amy? Am I wrong?
Starts with an A.
I think it was Amy. Amy was her name.
I say palette swapped. They made her black.
What?
Yeah. Cartoon. She's black in that.
No. Okay,
they diversified her.
Yeah, they gotta stop doing this. Okay, and not that I have issues
Not to be racist.
Right, I'm not trying to be racist here, okay? I don't have issues with other races in movies and everything else, but if the original was white, leave it white. If the original was Asian, leave it Asian.
The original was black, leave it black.
Right, leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Don't change it.
Oh, you know one movie that wasn't messed with like that, but was still a giant flop?
What?
Snow White. Did you watch the live action Snow White?
No, I didn't.
I haven't either. But it was...
Okay, you know why I didn't though?
Why?
Snow White was your Aunt Shelley's favorite. Absolute favorite Disney
Do not watch that movie if you don't want it ruined.
Yeah, and she loved the cartoon. Was in love. I mean, I have so much Snow White stuff of hers. And every time I see the original Snow White stuff, I think of your Aunt Shelley. And so I cannot bring myself to watch the live action.
From what I understood, they butchered it. Even the actress was a bad choice.
Well, the actress wasn't exactly a white girl either.
Oh.
She's not a white girl.
Apparently in the movie, like, a bunch of close-up shots of her back and stuff, she looks like a gorilla.
Oh, goodness. And, yeah, and there's a lot of other issues with it, too, that they made her a very big feminist and everything. And
she was the fairest maiden of them all. She wasn't supposed to be any of that.
Yeah. And that was my sister's very favorite movie. And my sister passed away, and I just don't want that ruined for her. Mm-hmm. So I will stick to the original cartoon and leave it at that because that was the way it was supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
Stop messing up the original stuff.
I agree.
Stop it.
Freaking Little Mermaid.
Stop it. Oh, and I love the original Little Mermaid.
But they had to wash her out.
Yeah. No. Just stop it.
So,
stop it.
Well, we've been going for about over an hour now.
What?
Yeah, we've hit an hour. We hit an hour.
Well, I'll be jiggered. It don't feel like an hour.
Didn't feel like an hour, did it?
No.
That's just how it goes sometimes, though.
Well,
we get sidetracked and lose track.
Well, henceforth the name of
Digression and the digression of Shits and Giggles.
That is why we are named what we are named, because
we lose track.
That's it. But we're just here to be us anyways.
Yep.
So for anyone that does pop on and listen, and you got anything to add to, you want to ever join us, like instead of in chat, you want to come sit with us in person, let us know. We might set it up. You ever got an idea for something to subject to chat about? Let us know.
The comments are open. The chat's always open.
Right? We're always open. Calvin, thanks for joining us today. Appreciate it. Appreciate your commentary. Again, a happy Easter to those who celebrate it, and
happy 420 to those who don't.
Right? And in case you do listen to this, happy birthday, Rachel Marie.
Happy birthday.
To my baby girl. I think, 22?
22?
22. No, 21. 21. 21.
Oh, 21.
21. 21 this year, I think.
Yeah.
I think so.
My little brother turned 21.
Yeah, so
last year.
Yeah, 21 this year, I think.
So yeah.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rachel. Correct me if I'm
20,
wrong.
21, 22.
I think you're 21 this year. So happy birthday, baby girl.
Happy birthday.
I miss you. So y'all have a good week, and we will return next Sunday. Never know what we're going to be up to. We may continue our list. We may come back with something new. Who knows? Come join us next Sunday and find out.
It'll always be a good time.
Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.
We're